I see a fourth adpocalypse coming towards our way, which is extremely unfortunate, and you might ask yourself, why do I think so? Because of a certain situation that happened essentially yesterday, okay? To give you a little lore lesson here, to remind you what happened in the past, there was an individual by the name of Matt. I think his name was a little longer, his username. But essentially what he did was he noticed that there was like a lot of unpleasant comments from adults commenting on like, kids, YouTube channels and stuff like that. Very disgusting comments, right? And he noticed that, and YouTube wasn't really doing anything about it. So, he said something, the tactics was kind of a little aggressive, and it worked at first. Okay, it seemed like he was doing his best to actually improve the platform, because no one wants that, right? Like, no one wants a 60-year-old man commenting like, you look so cute, honey, to a 16 or 14-year-old who's is making videos on YouTube. No one wants that. Okay, no one fucking wants that. But the problem happened when everything was starting to go well for Matt, and to the point where Matt was like, oh my god, I'm actually being successful, let's keep pushing. That push that he kept going, right, caused another adpocalypse. I don't know if it was like really severe or it was like one of those little mini adpocalypses, but it happened because of him, because he got too greedy, he got too excited. The rush of being successful went to his head, and unfortunately, it brought him to his downfall. Right, so we remember that situation. It's like, let's be careful. But unfortunately, some people don't look at history. They don't look to the past, and they continue doing things that can definitely, affect all of us once again in the form of an apocalypse. Who am I talking about? I am talking about Mama Max. You probably know that name now, because he is spamming the living shit out of content creators. Honestly, content creators that have nothing to do with the situation on the grounds of like they're on the platform and therefore they should say something because they have a big audience. Okay, now if you know the situation, you probably have somewhat of an opinion of like why he's doing this, right? Like some people say he's doing this for clout, whatever, but let me go ahead and show you what I'm seeing right now. Here is the video. Okay, here's the video of Mama Max. This is the video that is basically saying that YouTube is pro pedophilia, which is that's an extremely hot take, I will say. Here is the tweet that really, I think, started it off, like really kicked things off here. Pick a side, YouTube. And now when I first heard about this situation, this was the only thing that I knew. I didn't know there was a video. I didn't know who, was starting this, but someone mentioned to me, I should probably talk about the hashtag pick a side, YouTube. I had no idea what it was, and I did a little bit more research, and I had people show me more information, and essentially, look at this, pick a side, YouTube, children or pedophiles. Alright, pedophiles. And he tags all these people, and I am pretty sure he tags more people, and he basically does. He is spamming the living shit out of people, okay? In the video right here that I'm showing you, like right here, he explains basically why, not fully explains, he gave like a dramatic explanation as to why, like, essentially what he said, he wanted to start a shitstorm. But yes, essentially what he's doing, right? He is not giving anyone the middle ground. He's not giving anyone the benefit of the doubt. It's either you like children, you're for the children, or you like pedophiles and you're for pedophiles. Okay, so you have to pick a side. There is no middle ground. Okay, so let me go ahead and just play this little video in the background here and try to explain best that I can about this situation. About like this little video right here, without showing any audio, because obviously, the focus is on me. Okay, so essentially what this video is, and as you can already tell, he has compiled different YouTubers, or asked different YouTubers to speak about this certain situation of YouTube demonetizing videos that have to do with very unfortunate situations, i.e., exposing a child predator, a child groomer, endangerment of children, stuff like that, an individual, basically doing sussy things with kids, right? So his logic, if I'm trying to paint this together here. His own logic, not any of these content creators, logic, but his own logic is that since YouTube is demonetizing his videos or any videos that have like dark topics in a sense of like, exposing pedophiles, that means that YouTube is actively trying to protect pedophiles, which again, I think is a pretty fucking hot take. Yes, it is a problem that YouTube is doing this, constantly. My own videos, in regards of dark topics like this, they get demonetized, which is frustrating because I make sure that I don't say the hot words that will get me demonetized. Besides this video, this is not a good example of that. Instead of saying sex, I say sus, stuff like that. I actively try to censor myself so that I can pass through the monetization, right? But, stuff like that usually gets demonetized by YouTube because, it's not ad-friendly, things like that. So it is what it is, unfortunately. It is frustrating, and it's frustrating. I'm not the only one who's going through this. This is a thing that is happening with everyone. So this is why, essentially, he's making the video basically saying, hey, YouTube, you need to pick a side. You need to make your stance clear. Are you for pedophiles, or are you against pedophiles? You could say that is his true mindset. That is his true mindset, but I genuinely think that this is just another form of a very aggressive tactic. Because again, essentially what he's doing is he's not letting, he's making it very simple. Okay, there's no middle ground. Okay, either you're for protecting kids or you're for pedophiles. And if you're for kids, you gotta do something. But if you're not for kids, then, you're the scum of the earth, blah, 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 stuff like that. It's a very dangerous tactic to do that, okay? Like I said before in the beginning of the video with Matt, the reason why we went through an adpocalypse is because Matt made sure to go to different outlets, different news, platforms. I'm pretty sure he went to advertisers as well and told them, hey, YouTube is letting these pedophiles run rampant in their channel or in their platform, and so that caused a lot of, advertisers to pull out, and that caused another miniature or a full-on blown adpocalypse. This could happen again. Advertisers looking at this, and the little catchphrase, pick a side, YouTube, and if YouTube says nothing, if the advertiser is fucking brain dead, they're gonna be like, oh, they must be pro-pedophile, or pro-pedophilia. We don't want to work with these people. So the more advertisers that do that, the more they pull out, the more we suffer. The more we all suffer. Okay, so essentially what this is making, or it's forcing YouTube to answer. Okay, because if they don't answer, then it's gonna make them look really fucking bad. And even if they answer, right, if they answer the call, I almost guarantee you it's not gonna satisfy Mama Max's lust for revenge, or his campaign, his little aggressive campaign here. So if I had to guess, if I had to theorize here with y'all, he could continue on the assault. He could be even more aggressive even after the response from YouTube, and we could get fucked. We could honestly all get fucked because of this really aggressive and dangerous and just outright irresponsible tactics that he's doing right now. But people are already criticizing him right now because a lot of people say that he's doing this for clout, but the biggest issue that people have right now is essentially the accusations basically coming out that he lied, or actually he was kind of dishonest with the content creators that were part of the video right here. If I can just try to find the little disclaimer here. Here it is. Okay, so this is the thing that we gotta read. This is something I missed until someone brought it up to me, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a little spicy. That's interesting. I don't know how I missed that. But let me go ahead and read this for you right now. Let me try to zoom out here so you can get a better view here, or zoom in. The views and opinions expressed are those of the following people and do not necessarily reflect my policy or position and vice versa. Pretty basic stuff. Yeah, like that's understandable. This is the part right here that really needs to get your attention, and I honestly don't know how I fucking missed this. I probably didn't read that properly, but this is the big one right here. They also don't exactly know what I intend to do with this video. So all accountability and any consequences that this video may cause should fall upon me and me alone. So that could imply that when Mama Max approached any of the content creators that you see in this video, when he approached them, he didn't tell the absolute truth, or he gave a very vague idea what this video was. Okay, because imagine, I highly doubt you would see as many content creators on this video if he would have said, hey, I am making a video stating that YouTube is pro-pedophilia. Alright, because I highly doubt, I truly highly doubt, where's me Mutahar, where's my boy? I highly doubt me Mutahar thinks that YouTube is pro-pedophilia. I highly doubt that. Okay, the man is a very reasonable individual, and so I highly doubt he's going to think that YouTube is actively protecting pedophiles. Okay, so I really don't think Mama Max believes this. Okay, because it's really fucking brain dead. Because if that were true, no one would use the fucking site. I guarantee fucking to you, no one would use it. No one fucking uses it. Like, if that were true. So I think this is just an aggressive tactic that he's doing. Like a way to wake up the people, to make the people enraged, to get them to act, essentially, right? So, like, even if you asked him, do you actually believe that? He's gonna tell you yes. He's gonna tell you fucking yes, but I really fucking doubt he actually believes that. Now, to, kind of to go on about the whole, like, the content creators didn't really know what they were getting into, Tipster, my man's Tippy, he was really suspicious about this entire situation. I believe another content creator by the name of Triton, he's a moderator for Tipster here, and he follows him a lot. He pays attention to a lot of the news, which I'm like, I don't really pay attention to it at all, and I really have to. But Triton, like, he's on it, all right? He is on everything. His eyes are open and everywhere. It's really impressive. It genuinely is. But he showed me this tweet, and he was talking about how Tipster, found this entire pick aside. YouTube was really sus, and I did notice little things here from his tweets saying, like, this is kind of fishy. But let me go ahead and read what he says here. Attached is a screenshot of a DM sent to the creators involved in the pick aside YouTube video by Mama Max, as well as the screenshot of a disclaimer where he admits that he kept those creators in the dark regarding the actual nature of the video. So here's the thing right here. Here's the DM. Basically, a lot of smaller, dark content creators and investigative channels are getting fucked by YouTube for harassment, and a ton of us are making a statement. All you'd have to do is give a 10 to 30 second take trashing on YouTube for removing content that exposes pedophiles, animal abusers, piece of shit people, etc. Just because the subject matter is dark, even when the videos don't break any guidelines. The due date would be before Wednesday of next week. Sound like something you're up for. So, where in this little DM does it say that YouTube is pro-pedophilia? Like, where does it say, hey, this video is about, me thinking that YouTube is pro-pedophilia? Nowhere. Nowhere. If anything, it's more like defending smaller content creators, or just, the fact that YouTube is not really friendly towards dark subject matter videos, where they just demonetize videos of that dark subject. Which, people are being like, yeah, I could back that up completely. Like, here's the deal though. Like, the video in itself, right? It was fine. It was cool. Okay, some cringy parts here and there, and we could, disagree, agree, whatever. But yes, a lot of what the content creators or the people featured in the video, what they said is correct. It's something that YouTube should consider changing. They need to be more open-minded about all of this instead of being so fucking ad-friendly. I believe one of the content creators in there said that you know, like, yeah, he talks about dark subject matter, and he gets demonetized. But, you know, when a news outlet, like a big news outlet, like, I guess like Fox News, when they talk about that same subject, they're featured in the trending tab. Okay, like, that shit's ridiculous. That shit's ridiculous. So I would have liked this completely. Like, I would have been behind this 100%. But the fact that he, like, the message here, right? The message of the overall video is YouTube is that's too far. That's too far. That's clearly not correct. Clearly, that is just clearly not correct here. Okay, YouTube is not pro pedophilia. Okay, yes, they demonetize a lot of fucking videos that have to do with pedophiles, right? But it's not because they're actively trying to protect their paisanos. Like, oh, we gotta protect the pedophiles, bro. We can't get exposed here. No, it's just the simple fact that, you know, those kinds of videos are not ad-friendly. They tell us the reason why is because, you know, advertisers don't want to monetize those kinds of videos, which is bullshit, all right? Because, again, big news outlets will talk about that same shit, and they get ads. They get ass load of ads, okay? And yet here we are, struggling for fucking scraps. And maybe because of this entire situation, we could be, you know, suffering even more, okay? Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Let's go ahead and keep going down here. I think there's, yeah, it's basically a thread. I'm pretty sure it's a thread. I spoke to multiple creators involved, and they confirmed that the same exact message they all received was intentionally vague in the intent of this video to use these creators as tools to fight his personal war against YouTube and creators of his, or he has personal issues with, and used a hot button issue like pedophilia to spread a false narrative that YouTube is pro pedophilia. If you don't see a problem with this, you should. He lied to these creators, and he lied to you all. Now, I think what he's trying to say here, in the video, kind of backs that up. You know, it's like he just essentially used, you know, pedophiles, or just the hot topic of pedophiles and the content creators to move his own agenda. Like, he's not even interested in, you know, the betterment of YouTube. He's only interested in, like, taking care of himself and squashing some beef, right? Squashing the people that did him wrong. And I would be somewhat behind that. I would say that's a fair take to say, you know, because I believe at one point, yeah, okay, there you go, yeah. So this is Corpse Hub's husband, apparently, right? And he has some DMs and shit, and he basically said that, you know, like, you left me on red, you ignored me this entire fucking time, and I don't like that. All right, like, I remember, I think like 3 years ago, I criticized Too Mad for kind of using Etika's death as a weapon to attack Keemstar, because it really did seem like, you know, that was the case, because in the fucking beginning of the video, he mentions some beef that he has with Keemstar. But he tries to hide it by saying, but I don't care anymore. But he dedicated like 5 minutes to the fucking video, and he's like, oh, I don't fucking care. No, you clearly do, and you're using Etika's death to weaponize his death to, you know, get back at Keemstar. And this could possibly be the case as well, where, you know, Mama Max is weaponizing, you know, these, you know, situations where, like, these videos are getting demonetized to get back at content creators that he has beef with, and just get back at YouTube for, you know, taking down his video. Like, I think that's completely fair. I really do. Like, I could give him the benefit of the doubt, which I probably am going to right now, that, you know, he does want YouTube to get better. He wants YouTube, you know, to try to be more open-minded about these, you know, topics and videos, and not be so, you know, not to have a double standard, if that makes sense. But the way that he's just doing this, the tactics that he's just, you know, he's implementing right now, very, very fucking dangerous. All right, extremely reckless. All right, just very, very reckless stuff. Okay, like, I would not be surprised if we see another adpocalypse. Like I said multiple times in this fucking video. Like, I would not be surprised. If it happens, I'm gonna be like, I called it! I fucking called it! And I feel like anyone could see it a mile away as well. Maybe, though, maybe, right? Like, if I want to be a little ignorant here, something good could come out of this, okay? YouTube could respond. I really think at this point they have to, because it's gonna fuck us if they don't. But I think something could happen, right? Like, we could see YouTube be a little bit more open-minded. Again, like, I wouldn't say doing this kind of stuff, doing this stuff is the right way of doing it. You know, accusing YouTube being pro-pedophilia, I think that's absolutely wrong. But something good could happen, Okay, something good could come out of this, and, you know, I am slightly, if not morbidly hopeful about this. That something good could happen. That, you know, maybe one day my videos will not get fucking demonetized every fucking 5 seconds for me saying, you know, pedo once in a fucking video, or topics that have something to do with pedophiles and shit like that. You know, it's who knows, maybe. But I think the most likely outcome out of this, which would be the bad ending, is YouTube probably not responding. And I think they will. I think they will respond, because I think they have to. But like the bad ending would be, yeah, we would all get fucked. We would all get fucked because Mama Max is gonna get really fucking greedy with this shit. He's gonna get really fucking desperate, and he's gonna, like, I don't think he's gone to the advertisers yet. The moment he goes to the advertisers, you'll know we're fucked. You'll know Adpocalypse Part 4 is about to fucking drop. Okay, so when that happens, God help us. God fucking help us. Okay. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is essentially the Mama Max situation. The video is essentially a double-edged sword. In my opinion, it has some good points, but the overall message is fucking brain dead, insane, you know? So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What do you think? What do you think will happen? Do you think something good will come out of this, or do you think we're gonna get fucked in a couple of days? Who knows? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that bell notification as well to be notified of my next video. But until then, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.